When it comes to the Le Mans 24 hours, it is a 24-hour race. It takes about 3 minutes 20 to get around, doing speeds of up over 330 kilometers per hour. It's well known that if you need to go to the toilet, you just kind of go in the seat. You apologise to the next guy when you switch out. Welcome to Autoblog's Translogic. I'm Jonathan Buckley. When it comes to developing advanced automotive technology, it's easy to picture simulated algorithms, advanced test facilities, and computer-generated models. And while all of that might be part of the process, nothing truly compares to the real grit and glory of the most grueling test in the world, the 24 hours of Le Mans. And for Toyota, this is a major proving ground for technologies that will eventually find their way into the consumer car, hybrid technology in particular. In 2012, the Audi R18 e-tron Quattro and the Toyota TS030 were the first hybrid systems to race at the 24 hours of Le Mans. Over the next 4 years, the hybrid prototypes from Audi, Toyota, and eventually Porsche would battle each year for the top spot at Le Mans. Toyota is especially hungry for a 2017 victory after a devastating loss in 2016. In the final lap of the race, the number 5 Toyota was in the lead when it inexplicably lost power and came to a stop just shy of the finish line.
I have no power. I have no power.
In the last 3 minutes of the 24-hour race, the airline connected to the turbocharger had failed. The number 2 Porsche claimed the victory. 2016 marked the end of Audi's participation in the World Endurance Championship. So for 2017, the hybrid competition is down to Toyota and Porsche. This year, Toyota is back in force and gunning for the win with improved thermal efficiency and a more compact electric motor. Look, if you had told me 6 months ago that I'd be standing down here on the grid at the 24 hours of Le Mans, I would have told you you're crazy. This has been a bucket list item for me for so long. To be down here amidst all of this, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the pressure that's going on in the garages right now, it really is something that I'm going to remember for a very long time. We've got 3 teams for Toyota. Each car has 3 drivers. Now those 3 drivers can do stints anywhere up to 5 hours depending on the way that the strategy works out. Basically, they've got about 12 sets of tyres that they can use throughout the entire race. So that's one every 2 hours. Assuming that it doesn't rain, which it doesn't look like it's going to be, they're using Michelins and they're using slicks. I asked about price. Really, there's no price when it comes to these tyres. You can't buy them. They're specialty made, so it's an expensive game to get into this business. This is the car that destroyed the lap record here. It's on pole. It's the number 7 car from Toyota, the hybrid, the TS050. There's been so many different components that have been replaced in this year's car. The aero's all been changed. Obviously, everybody here probably knows exactly what happened last year, one of the most devastating losses in Le Mans history, but this year, they've probably got as good a chance as any to take it home with this particular car here. And to be down here amongst all of this in front of the whole team. Hello guys, feeling good? Getting ready before the Le Mans. We got about 45 minutes till the start. Can't wait. So I found one of the most important people down here in the paddock on race day, and one of the busiest as well, Rob Lupin, the team director for Toyota.
Yes.
How is it right now for you? Is it absolutely hectic, or are you pretty calm right before the race?
I think now we're pretty calm. So
Yeah.
Preparation's gone quite well. We had some good practice this morning before the race. The cars are settled in.
And you have a pretty sweet lap record in your back pocket as well, don't you?
Makes life easier. As I said, it's just a lap, and 24 hours are tough, much tougher.
You have is it a 2.4 litre
Yes,
V6
turbo,
engine?
V6,
Yep.
turbo engine.
And you're running a hybrid setup.
Yes, we have front and rear motor.
Yep.
So the motor generators are fed by a battery with
Yeah.
the power. The power is generated on the braking. So this is, we say, the circuit where we have a very, very high braking energy coming back. So this is the perfect match for this circuit.
So with the hybrid, I mean, people might think, is that for a efficiency, or is it actually so that you can be faster around the track?
It's efficiency. You
Yep.
say yes, you go fast around the track because you recoup your energy and you release it again.
Yep.
So it means you will use significantly lesser fuel. So the lap record, which we have done, where we beat the old lap record from 1985,
Yeah.
we have done with roughly 70% lesser fuel.
Wow, that's incredible. I'd like to say I like to root for the underdog, but you're not really the underdog. It's just that you've had some pretty crappy luck over the years when it comes to the 24 Hour Le Mans.
We said internally, it's the only thing we don't need for this Le Mans is bad luck.
Bad luck. Okay.
All the rest we have to do by ourselves, and I think we are pretty well prepared. So we go for it, and we're really going to see and hope to see a really enjoying race for everybody.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us. Best of luck today, mate. I'll be rooting for you from the stands.
Thank you very much.
Started the 85th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
So the circuit till it starts about 13.6 kilometres long. Now, if you're going quick in one of the top cars, you're probably going to get around there in about 3 minutes, 20 seconds. But we're up in something that's going to get us around the circuit just a little bit faster. Well, that's definitely one way to see 24 hours of Le Mans. So if you can see behind me, the sun's finally just starting to set now, which is apparently the worst time for the drivers. It's way harder for them to judge distances when it's kind of in this weird twilight zone. Right now, Toyota's still in 1 and 2, but Porsche are only sitting 30 seconds off the leader, so it's still anyone's game. About 4.5 hours into the race, the number 8 Toyota was forced to give up its second place standing to address motor generator issues in the garage. This is my first 24 hour. I thought I was going to be sleepy and tired by this point, but there's so much going on. It's still so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's the 24 hours Le Mans. When you think that the situation is okay and everything and nothing could happen, that's when everything happens.
Everything happens.
Yeah.
This is kind of hard to watch because we're right now. Kobayashi, who was kind of leading the race, really all of the race, essentially is stopped dead on the side of the road, and it's so reminiscent of kind of the end of the race last year. He's can't get his engine started. A lot of concerned faces. Yeah.
This is a really bad news for the Toyota.
I've just got the bad news that Kobayashi's gotten out of the car, which means that Toyota are down to 2 cars now.
Voilà. Après la crevaison, on a vu que
So now the number 9 car, which is the only Toyota left running right now, it had a spin. There was a ton of smoke coming out of the back end of it, and it's now stopped in the middle of the track. So everyone here is kind of watching in disbelief right now that the number 9 car could be out. It's got no rear tyre, so it can't really move. Everyone's coming out of the hospitality area to watch to see if it can actually make it to the pits. This is kind of like our last ditch effort.
and then here with 3 cars.
Everybody's eyes are just glued to the television. Number 9's still sitting there, just not moving.
I guess it will be another bad news for Toyota Racing.
He's out of the car. The amount of drama that unfolded over the last couple of hours, it's just in a word, devastating just to watch the team in the faces and everybody else just crushed as not one but 2 of the cars went out within maybe 15-20 minutes of one another when they were literally leading and it looked like they were just going to romp it home. They still have the number 8 car in the pits as I speak, but you know, it's still a long way to go, 13 hours, but it's not looking good. If Porsche stay where they are in number 1, then they're going to take it out by the morning. But either way, it's been a phenomenal day of racing, and it's something that I'm going to take with me for a very long time. Well, it's been a long and dramatic night here with Toyota at the 24 Hour of Le Mans. It's been amazing being embedded with the team and kind of witnessing the events unfold. What started out as almost like a shoe-in with 3 cars going out, leading the race, all got turned on its head at about 1 a.m. this morning. There's been very little sleep, I can tell you that. This race has been absolutely fascinating. You would think that a 24-hour race would get boring or tedious. It has been anything but. We're now at the end. It looks like Porsche may still have a chance of taking it out, so we're going to head down to the start-finish line and catch the rest of the race. Well, it's been 24 hours of highs and lows yet again at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and unfortunately for Toyota, the top step of the podium has eluded them yet again. But just to finish a race like this in any capacity is a remarkable feat, and that's exactly what Toyota did, throwing out record-breaking laps even up into the final hours. They did it well, and they have assured us that they'll be back next year. What a remarkable and unique event. For Autobox Translogic, I'm Jonathan Buckley. We'll catch you next time.